Hey everyone, thank you for clicking on the video. Today we're gonna watch The Shining pitch meeting. If you are new here, please leave a like and subscribe. And about the movie, it's one of the classic movies. I think it's made in 80s or 90s, and it starred Jack Nicholson. One thing about Jack Nicholson, with like for longest period of time, I used to think why they disrespect this actor like that. Why they call him Jack and Nicholson, because whenever I hear Jack Nicholson in my mind, it's autocorrect to Jack and Nicholson. So I thought used to think why they are disrespecting this lead actor. Maybe that's how Hollywood has called their actor previously as well. I think in foreign they call George Michael Senior, Junior, and first, second. So maybe it's the culture difference that I didn't know. That's why they are calling him Jack and Nicholson. But I used to think that why they are just disrespecting this guy. But soon after I realized it's his name, Jack Nicholson. But a couple of things about the movie. This movie is especially respected for not using dark shadowy corners, cobweb mansions, and just using a light daylight and showing the horror uh, movie. It's classic. You should watch it. I did watch it. I think very early when I started to watch horror movie or Hollywood movie for that matter. I used to watch it just for the horror or for the action. I didn't understand the thing they were saying. I did watch it, but I just get the gist of it, and I really loved it. His performance, Jack Nicholson's smile, like whoever cast him in this one should receive an Oscar for that only. And his smile reminds me of movie, a fun movie, not fun movie, it's a really horror movie. It's last year I watched that movie called Smile, and I think they should cast him inside that as well. His smile is very creepy, and that's what that movie was all about. And if you are new here, please leave a like and subscribe. And if you let without a further ado, let's start.
Oh, you have a movie for me? Yes, sir, I do. It's called The Shining, and it's based off a Stephen King novel I glanced at. Oh, what's it about? It's about me.
Stephen King, yeah, I forgot that it's based on Stephen King novel. And he casually mentioned is it's the book he glanced at. That's how I completed all my education. I just glanced most of the books. That's it.
Making hotel hallways and certain carpet patterns unsettling for generations to come. Okay,
Yep.
that's weirdly specific. But what about story-wise?
Yep.
Right, well, it's about this haunted hotel that turns this guy Jack Torrance crazy. And what's his deal? Well, in the book, he's a nice family man that turns evil, so I figured
All
we'd
right.
save some time by making him be like halfway there already. Smart. He's already a pretty terrifying.
Yeah, it's very on point on the movie that he's already crazy.
Recovering raging alcoholic who's dislocated his son's shoulder in the past and doesn't really seem to like his family. Yikes, so what are we going to do with all the saved time? Excruciatingly long shots that hold for longer than is comfortable and crossfade transitions while people are clearly still talking. Nice, so tell me about this story. Right, so Jack gets hired as the winter caretaker for
Crossfit transition. People back in the days were really smart. I think it's about time that I should use it too. Like I should learn how to use it.
the Overlook Hotel, which is this big hotel in the Colorado
This is on
mountains that
point.
shuts down each winter. Sounds like it'd be a great resort for skiing. That's what Jack says too. But the head of the hotel says it would cost too much to clear the snow off the roads. So what do people do there in the summer? They would be there. Right. There's also this big hedge maze that you can't see.
I'm glad he pointed out. I think the hotel was closed during winter, and I think that if there are lots of snow, why shouldn't they use it for skiing? That's valid point, Ryan.
In aerial shots, but trust me, it's there. It's right there. I guess that sounds like a fun place to go. Maybe. It's also built on a Native American burial ground. That's probably fine. So during the interview, Jack is informed
Probably.
one of the former caretakers went nuts during the winter and chopped up his wife and kids with an axe. Oh my God. But Jack doesn't see that as a problem. He's excited to be locked up with his family for 5 months because he's working on a book. His family that he seemingly doesn't really like. Exactly. But the thing about his son Danny is that he has the shining. That's the name of the book you glanced at. It is. So that's this
Glanced at.
telepathic ability that gives him scary visions of the hotel, like little twin girls and an elevator filled with blood. Wow, well, I guess we're gonna find out what that elevator vision's about later, huh? Not really, no. Oh, okay. So anyway, the head chef of the hotel also has The Shining, and I was thinking we get Scatman Crothers to play him. His name is Scatman. That's kind of peculiar. Well, his full name is Benjamin Sherman Scatman Crothers, but don't worry, the character's name's a lot less distracting. What's his character's name? Dick. Oh, perfect. So Dick explains The Shining to Danny, and then he's like,
His head. Well, Dick's head.
never ever go in room 237. Nothing wrong with a good old forbidden hotel room, sure. Oh, that sounded sketchy.
Is it true that in foreign people don't use room 13 or 13th floor? Like it's a bad sign or a bad omen?
So then during the winter, in the midst of the extremely long shots of them sitting or walking or tricycling around the hotel, sometimes spooky stuff is gonna happen. What kind of spooky stuff we talking? Well,
That's what I was just talking about. The all rooms were well lit and it doesn't use the dark shadowy horror scenes like how recent movie use for better visual effects.
Danny's gonna come across the twin daughters of the old caretaker, and they're gonna be like, come play with us, Danny. Oh, well, that's nice. He's probably pretty bored by that point. No, see, they're dead ghost girls. Right, okay, so that's a no on the plane. And Jack is gonna start
No on the
for
plane.
Wendy real quick. Did he not do that before? All signs point to this being pretty in character for him. Sure. And then freaking Danny is gonna go inside room 237. Ignoring Dick is tight. And then he comes out all
Ignoring the side. Why do they use this kind of name in movies like?
traumatized with bruises around his neck and says that an old crazy lady choked him out. So a ghost lady just choked him out for a little bit and then let him go? Yeah, just a quick little choke, then she had other stuff to do, I guess. Fair enough. So now Jack goes to investigate, but instead he finds a beautiful naked lady in the tub, so he starts kissing her. Ew. But then it turns out she's an old woman. Oh. Who's dead and rotting. Oh, I probably should have reacted to that part. Now I have nowhere to go emotionally. So he gets super scared because he didn't want to be kissing an old dead lady. He wanted to be kissing a young one. So when
What?
he suggests that maybe they should leave the hotel with Danny, and Jack gets super upset. So what does he do? Act like he all
He's angry that he couldn't make out with the young dead lady. That's why he has. That's why he's angry with his family.
to the bar in the ballroom, and this ghost bartender named Lloyd freaking gives him a drink, even though there's no alcohol in the hotel. A little sip of the old spirit. So then Danny starts vibrating and
Spirit.
sending brain messages to Dick in Miami. What are you talking about? Well, he uses The Shining to tell him that his dad's gone nuts, so Dick hops on a plane to head over. A very friendly Dick. But then the ghost of the old caretaker tells Jack about this and says he needs to correct his family. Homicidally, I bet. Homicidally, that's right. And then Wendy finds out what Jack has been typing this whole time, and all it says over and over is all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. Oh, well, he should go play with those ghost girls. They seemed up for it. Well, instead, he's going to try to kill Wendy, and she's going to knock him out and drag him into the pantry. Very exciting. Very adrenaline pumping. So she goes to bed. Oh, she does. Yeah, she's sleepy now, but then
Adrenaline pumping, and then afterwards she goes to bed. Well, that makes sense. It's 80s movie.
Danny's gonna wake her up because he's yelling, red rum, red rum. Oh my god, the freaking child's an alcoholic too? Yeah, see, when you write out red rum and look at it backwards
Is it red rum or red wine? Oh, is rum is red? I don't know.
in a mirror, that spells murder. Oh. You could also just spell out murder. I'll probably get the message across faster, yeah, but he's gonna go this backwards route. Well, okay then. So then a ghost lets Jack out of the pantry and he starts chopping down the bathroom door with an axe to try and kill his family. Oh no. And Danny escapes through the window, but Wendy doesn't fit. And then Jack pokes his head through the door hole and he's like, here's Johnny. What? Here's Johnny. Like how they introduced Johnny Carson on The Tonight Show? Exactly.
He's
Yeah. Oh.
Johnny. Oh, that's why that sounds familiar. And that scene when he peeps through the door, when he packs that door, it's quite spooky, and that acting was crazy.
It's kind of random. It's going to be iconic. If you say so. So,
Yep.
man, it's going to be tough for her to escape the bathroom unscathed. Actually, it's going to be super easy. Barely an inconvenience. Oh, really? Yeah, because see, right at that moment, they hear Dick arriving, so Jack leaves to go deal with that. Couldn't
Now, whenever I hear the name Dick arriving or ignoring Dick is right, that jokes write themselves.
Just take a couple of seconds to kill his wife and then go? Impossible, no. So then Dick starts walking around the hotel.
Well, Dick is important now.
And Jack pops out and kills him. So he traveled all the way from Miami just to die immediately. He sure did, sir. And his shining
Oh, Dick's down, Dick's down.
power didn't see the axe coming. So then Wendy starts running around the hotel seeing all kinds of spooky stuff. Like what? The elevator full of blood, for one. Oh, what is that about? I told you I'm not telling. She also sees some spooky skeletons. Spooky. She sees a guy in a bear costume with his
Happy Halloween, you guys.
bare butt out doing bedroom stuff to a guy.
I had totally forgot about this scene. What the hell the bear is doing? Is he doing what I'm thinking he's doing? But that teeth are sharp. Those teeth are sharp.
In a tux. What? Spooky. What was that last thing? So then Jack is gonna chase Danny
What was that last?
through a frozen hedge maze, but it's super cold and he gets lost and freezes to death. Whoops. Whoopsie. So then Wendy and Danny ride off on the snowcat that Dick rode in on. Oh, so that was the purpose of his long trip. To provide a method of transportation and die immediately. That's right. Oh, wow, wow, wow. Wow. So what do you think? Well, it sounds like a spooky time, and I don't know how to feel about that bear thing, so who are you thinking to play Jack Torrance? Well, I was thinking Jack Nicholson. He's got one of those naturally creepy smiles. Oh, that's
Yep, that's what I was mentioning. He's naturally looking creepy smile, and he would be a perfect cast for this movie. This movie called Smile.
a good idea. If you were born with a creepy smile like Jack Nicholson, you gotta use that in a horror movie. Oh, absolutely.
First look at Jack Nicholson's son. Jack Nicholson. As I was talking about earlier in this video, Jack Nicholson's son. Jack and Nicholson. Why they are disrespecting this person now? What is his name? Jack Nicholson. Okay, so Ray. Okay, son. Ray. Meeting was great. I really enjoyed this pitch meeting, and he did point out lots of things like what was that blood and that elevator blood about. They didn't explain it, but the shining. Now I realize that as he mentioned that shining is the power that inside him. This paranormal activity, and people don't generally believe in ghosts and any supernatural power, and completely ignore the fact that all planets are floating around, and that just I don't understand like how could planet floats. There are dark energy, and the energy is all that's dark energy or dark matter. That's what scientists explain, but for me it's supernatural. Anything you don't understand that science can explain is supernatural to me, and people don't believe that there is a supernatural power beyond us. And but the movie was horror movie. This movie is really classic, a cult classic. People, whenever they see this performance, Jack Nicholson's performance is, I think, it's Oscar worthy. And the producer and the casting director who cast him should receive the Oscar too. And as usual, the pitch meeting was great. And if you enjoyed the reaction, please leave a like and see you in the next one. And for time being, happy Halloween.